All right, what is up, YouTube? M40 here. As you guys saw on last Saturday, we ended up doing a nice little fun stream for everybody and got the chance to sit down and build my Chicago YCS deck. And everything is going pretty interesting. Well, we had some viewer battles. I told Random that I was going to upload this no matter how bad he told me that he opened, because A, it's a good, decent showcase of gadgets, and B, it's interesting to see what Magnet Warriors actually, well, can kind of do in the current format, because I'm not very experienced with what the deck can actually do. And as you guys are going to see down here, you're going to get the chance to see what the Gadget deck can actually kind of open up. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Monster Reborn, though. No matter how many shitty hands I open, this card is always here. This is one of the few times I don't get cursed and open up double, triple gadgets. Like, I can play 6 gadgets, and I can just open up horribly. So, he's going to start off with Power Giant. You can send a level 4 or lower from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, decrease this card's level by the level of that monster. And if this card is attacked, or is attacked, to the end of the damage step, any effect damage you take becomes 0. And then, field effect over here. You control a level 4 or lower Earth Rock monster. You can target one level 4 or lower Magnet Warrior monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect in Magnet Field once per turn. And once per turn at the end of the damage step, when an Earth Rock type monster you control battles an opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster is not destroyed, you get to do some fun, fancy shit. So, this is all hypothetically interesting. And then we have A over here. If this card is normal or special, you get to add the fresh Magnet Warrior that's level 8 from your deck to your hand. So we're definitely doing some cool things. And during your opponent's turn, tribute this card, special summon one level 4 Magnet Warrior from your deck, but the effect of it will be negated. So Rivalry not going to do a lot in this matchup, I'm going to just be honest with you, because everybody's going to be Rock. I think it's kind of why I want to play There Can Only Be One, a little bit potentially, but I had a couple of plays here. I thought about the Inspector board or normal summon, but honestly, the silver or the gold bringing out the Gadget to kind of start some plays, because it's not like we don't have the Monster Reborn to combo up here and do our thing. So gold, get a special summon our boy Mr. Gadget. We're going to recur for the red. Now at this point in time, I mean, like, call it what it is. You got things that you can do. So we are bringing out Mr. Platinum Gadget here, and then of course Platinum. Like how my Platinum just doesn't exist for us here. Just reading it as a 1600, that's really cute. But we do have a Platinum up here that does have full potential to float. And then Red Gadget being special summoned by the effect of him, which will recruit for the yellow. So you got a couple of things that you can do at this point in time. You have the Monster Reborn for the combo extension if you want to revive and make another monster. I was being really trash and I was thinking about Exodon Knight, but that's not like the actual play. Like, that's actually just terrible to make. So Monster Reborning back the green. Gonna go ahead and attempt to resolve a search again, because honestly it's okay. So there's a couple things we could do. We could go make Phoenix, try to do something. Here we go. He has the actual response for the Call by the Grave, so we don't get back our boys. So we have to go ahead and shuffle back our Gadget. Goodbye, Gadget. I want to do it. So we still have this guy. So we can have the Gadget kill the Power Giant, and then we can have our 1600 body go attempt to run into the Alpha, which will make our lives a little bit better. So go ahead and toggles into Delta. So if this card is normal special summon, you can send one level 4 lower Magnet Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, banish 3 level 3 or 4 Magnet Warriors from graveyard, except for Delta, and special summon Valkyria. So now our guys are going to go ahead and crash, because he's now 16 to 16. And then we actually get the ability to float on in to silver, and then silver will special summon yellow. Don't you love the little tempo that this deck actually can generate now? So I'm going to go ahead and push on through, get a little bit more damage in, and at this point in the game, we kind of just set these 2 cards and smile, because we're going into a pretty decent position. Like, no real reason not to kind of do things. Linking out into Phoenix, taking care of the field spell. Now our opponent's on 2 cards. Like, this is the position that I want to be. Goodbye, Rivalry. Still holding that Inspector border, by the way. Every time I look at this card, I'm like, Always seems like there's something that you can do, but you just can't. Plus, we have silver to float into a gold to chain link summon the green. So, it's not a bad place to be. Like, Strike just... I was like, at this point in time, I was looking at this position, I'm like, this isn't too terrible. I actually wish that, you know, you could make summon sorcerers with these two, but that's not how life works, unfortunately. So we top deck the Impermanence, which definitely makes myself a little bit better. So at this stage, like, you just summon and you just burst down some damage, obviously, after the resolution of the effect. Like, see, you literally just hold on this. No real reason not to push yourself even further. You're shaving off 29 and 19. Your opponent's going to 4, or yeah, your opponent's in a bad position now. Yay, Impermanence and Strike. Hello, Gadget friend. You're good to go. So our opponent ends up actually sacking us into Fusion Gate. And my first initial response when I saw this Fusion Gate, I was like, is he making the evil hero guy? No. You actually get the ability to make this guy. So Valkyrion plus Berserkion, by the way, all these vanillas. So must be fusion summoned with the above materials, cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell, trap card, or monster effect, you can negate that activation if you destroy it. If this face-up card in its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, special summon 1 Valkyrion and 1 Berserkion from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions. Yikes. And it all comes on a 4,000 body, by the way, so enjoy your protection while you can actually get it. So, Berserkion gonna start attempting to shave off some life points here. We don't really care because we're still at 8,000, so, like, this can do some really... this card's so gimmicky. Like, I'm actually kind of surprised that he got the chance to make it, and I guess, like, Magna Warriors in general overall have a very good chance of resolving something like this. Strange creature. So Gadget dies. I'm still sitting on Strike and Impermanence, so I mean, the only real thing that we need to do at this point is just bait this guy into negating, which, call it what it is, it's so free. Like, hello, Silver, you're going to be my puppet. I'm going to go ahead and link out into Unicorn. I just want to make sure that we can try to bait this guy. And I mean, we're discarding Inspector Border. This card's been dead this whole fucking game. It's not really doing anything for me. And then we get the full, just taking care of it. Thank you, Impermanence, for being a very beautiful card. And Steerike, and then we seal the game up right there because Strike on Magna Warriors is actually pretty cute. Ladies and gentlemen, you have Gadgets doing something. A few things I want to point out, though. The skill tree with Inspector Border to slow down decks is something that I am still considering. In the last deck profile I did on Christmas Day, I was talking about it's not necessarily terrible because you get the ability to play the deck as a stun deck. And the unfortunate downside is also, like, you have to rely on floodgates in this current point in time because you need cards that can allow you to clear boards and allow the little guys to float and do what they need to do. Gold and Silver Gadget are excellent cards at what they do for making more monsters, but my problem with this deck is, though, like, we don't have things like Royal Oppression. The deck has always been good with floodgates, and unless we get more of those floodgate-esque cards, you know, the deck kind of really suffers. Platinum Gadget was a big help. It helps unload more gadgets from the hand, and the fact that he himself does float is very good, but had we been able to climb up the ladder with it to make something like Summon Sorceress, this deck would have been a lot better. But Machine Link monsters, you have to put restrictions on these things because you can't allow for there to be too many crazy extenders with the deck, because then, like, you give too much to machines, of course they're going to break it. You've seen how many machine archetypes there are out there? But this is not just a nice little showcase of gadgets for you guys. So what do you think? Do you like the deck? Are you looking forward to seeing me play more of it? Please leave a comment down below and tell me what you guys think. And, well, guys, the big blue man is out. Support your local gadget player. Alright, guys, peace out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.